history is coming to the nation's capital. INDYCAR races through the heart of Washington, D.C. in a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle celebrating America's 250th, the Freedom 250, live Sunday, August 23rd, only here on Fox. And joining us now, INDYCAR driver Graham Rahal. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We started our show here before you even hopped on with us talking about the fastest we've all ever driven. And our numbers are not as good as what I think your number is going to be. I know it's like the drunk guy in a bar question, but what's the fastest you've ever gone?
Oh, at Indianapolis, we'll go 240,
oh my God.
243 in qualifying, something like that. So we're not going to be hitting those speeds this weekend, but we'll definitely, the front straight's quite long here, to be honest. So going down Pennsylvania Avenue, which is words I never thought that I would say in IndyCar. But going down there, I think we could see speeds of 180 plus miles an hour, which is, I'll bet you, the fastest anybody's ever gone down there. So we're looking forward to it.
I don't know. I'm from the Washington, D.C. area. We've had some mayors who've tried to get away quickly from situations. You never know. I did want to ask you about the track, though. You have practice tomorrow morning. It's the first time on this track. Is there anything you can do to help you get a feel for a brand new course like this? No one's ever raced it before.
Well, we all do a little simulator work. That's a big part of IndyCar racing nowadays. I often talk to folks that are in stick and ball sports. The difference there is, if you're in golf, for instance, you can go out and play a round of golf and do training, or if you're playing football, you can go, run routes in a field, on turf or whatever it may be. And IndyCar racing, every time we turn these things on, it's about $100,000 per test day. And so what the series does is they limit the days that we're allowed to test per year. So we only get a couple of days a year. So simulations have become very popular. But the unique thing about the simulations here is the track was completely smooth. When they scanned the track, they could not get all of the different bumps and things that we'll experience. So really, tomorrow is going to be our first day. It's going to be, brand new. We may see a little weather in the morning. I think it's going to dry up, in the afternoon. So qualifying should be dry, and the race is looking dry but hot. It feels like this Washington, D.C. heat is a little different than most places. There's a lot of humidity. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
So, Graham, with the potential weather, with a lot of the unknowns, tell us, how long will it take? How many laps will it take to actually know exactly how you can take on this course?
Well, one of the most unique attributes, I think, of professional drivers, a lot like other professional athletes, is how quick you can adjust, right? We will pretty much have the line nailed down, where we want to drive on the track within a couple of laps. Even though it's brand new, the visuals, things like that, the apexes that we'll try to hit, we'll have nailed down. Now, the things that can really change are the bumps. And one of the things that we noticed today, lots of manhole covers here. There's over 240 manhole covers on this track alone. And that is something you really don't feel in your road car, but our cars are only about 30 millimeters off the ground. So we feel everything. And so those are things we may have to adjust. You may have to adjust the line, a little bit. Obviously, if it was an all dry weekend, it would be much easier. If we do get some rain, it's going to throw, quite the curveball at us, but it's the same for everybody for sure.
Graham, you've had 3 top 3 finishes this year. Have you or your team done anything differently from a strategy standpoint, or made any changes that you think will help you secure the top spot?
Yeah, we're, as a team, I think that's been our big success point this year, and having the podiums that we've had. We should have had 4. We were two corners away from our 4th podium, which is tremendous. I feel, on the strategy side of things, we've done a really good job. I think on the pit stops this year, our pit crews done a great job. And those guys and gals, it's very impressive to watch. They can change 4 tires and add 18 plus gallons of fuel in about 6 seconds. So as you guys can imagine, at the speeds that we go, covering a football field in about a second, if we have a 7.5 second pit stop versus a 6.5, that's a lot of positions and time loss. So, we've worked very hard to get ourselves back into contention in that regard. We've done a great job this year, and hopefully we can find ourselves up towards the top this weekend.
You mentioned, Graham, the first time this race has been held in the nation's capital. As I said, it's my hometown, so I'm very sorry about the swamp conditions. It was actually built on a swamp, so what can I tell you? I can also assure you that they have soldered all the manhole covers I was reading, so at least nothing's going to spring up on you. But the crowds that you mentioned, too, they are supposed to be huge. I am so excited to see the turnout. What do you think this event could do for the growth of the sport?
Oh, it's huge for us. Like, I mean, even right now, getting the opportunity to talk to you guys, you know, it's big for our sport. I mean, you know, we've been seeing a good increase in success in the viewership. Our attendances, to be honest, have always been good. I think that's what's kind of, you know, often something that's overlooked. But you know, the reality is the visibility, the interviews, the people that we're getting in front of this week. It's massive for our sport and the opportunities that we have. And so, you know, obviously we've done one race here, or we will do one race here. Love to see us come back. I know the mayor here is very supportive of the event and really wants to see us continue to race in Washington, D.C. Maybe it's not in this setting specifically, but somewhere close by, you know, but overall we've seen, you know, a great increase. Fox has been a massive part of that, and our partnership with them. Look, we have, you know, Gaylor Electric's on my car this weekend. It's the first time they've ever been in the sport. We've got companies like Starlink, Gulfstream Aero, Boeing, Delta Airlines. I mean, all these other companies that have never looked at IndyCar racing as an avenue, you know, for sponsorship or partnerships that are here. And so this is a massive, massive opportunity for IndyCar to take a big step forward, and hopefully we put on a great show and we can do just that.
You know what's a massive opportunity? It's a massive opportunity for me to ask you a football question. Being that you are from Ohio and you are, and I'm from Michigan, just so you know, Michigan, and you're a Buckeye fan. Preseason number 1, I got to ask you, are you willing to guarantee they win it all? Another natty?
I got to tell you, I've been, you know, I got some good buddies that work over there, and I text Mark Pantoni, who you probably, I don't know if you know.
Now we name drop. Now we name drop. Oh my God.
You know, Mark, I'll tell you this though, Mark's a conservative guy. He's not really telling me a whole lot, but what I hear from other buddies that are media members and stuff, they're feeling good. They're feeling good, and they're loving, you know, having Arthur Smith, and obviously, everything that Patricia brought last year was amazing. We just missed on the offensive side of the ball, and hopefully they can get that sorted. I've got our team president sitting right here, and he played for Mizzou, so he's tight end for Mizzou, and his numbers retired at Mizzou, not because he was any good, but because Winslow wore it too. So anyway, we can leave the second part of that out. We'll just say it's because of Jay. But we talk plenty of football, and we love it. And I can't wait for a couple of weeks from now. I'll actually, I have a motorcycle racing team that I own, and we race in Austin, Texas the same day that Ohio State plays Texas. So you better bet that I'll be there.
Let's go.
That's a few weekends away. This weekend, We're excited to see you race. Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck. We will all be watching the Freedom 250 Grand Prix live from DC. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, only on Fox. That'll be 11:30 Eastern this Sunday. Check it out. Look at those guys. They're getting ready.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.